Hello, everybody. Okay, so this is a webinar, a quick, not really quick. It is actually a very detailed um, video or webinar that you guys can view at your own leisure. So strap in, it's going to take a while, but listen, I'm going to take you through everything you need to know to be a Twitch streamer or just at least get going to do some streaming on Twitch. You can also use these kind of tricks and tips and so on to set up streams for YouTube or Trovo or one of the other platforms. I do recommend that you do try it at least Twitch for a little bit. The software that I'm going to discuss, I'll have all the links of software websites and all the other things that I'm going to mention in this video or webinar in the links, well, in my comment section below, and you guys can click on the links and go and set your own streams up. This um, video or discussion video will also cover some troubleshooting things that you can look at if your stream aren't as desired quality and you want to make some design changes or even just increase your overall performance on your streaming platform or in your shows that you want to introduce to the internet. I want to start off first with software, because first of all, software is a thing that you're going to use to be able to stream your either gameplay or creations or even record whatever you're doing on the screen, or if you're not doing screen, like creative stuff like painting and so on, to actually stream your stuff to either Twitch or YouTube, so on, or recording. Doesn't matter. They both are applicable in this sense. So I have two recommended software. They are quite honorable mentioned, like XSplit, but I have two kinds of software that I do recommend you to have can look in. One will be OBS Studio. There are two versions of OBS or Open Broadcasting Software. That will be Streamlabs OBS and Stream Elements OBS. Stream Elements is an extension on OBS Studio. OBS Studio has seen significant updates and changes since they actually launched the program, and it still is one of the most popular software out there. I actually don't use OBS. I use a program called Prism Livestudio. I do recommend that you guys have a look into Prism Livestudio for a variety of things, such as Prism Livestudio is a little bit more intuitive and has a better audio quality overall when you set up a microphone, or and just in general if you are working on a budget and you want to make your streams look great. And well, you don't have those fancy smanchy things to actually do so. So Prism Livestudio does help that. Also, it's a better program if you want to run multi-streaming without any paid services. Unlike Streamlabs, OBS, it has a paid service that you will enable you to do multi-platform streaming. And OBS Studio does have extensions also, but it gets very complicated to start implementing extensions onto software to be able to do multi-platform streaming. Where with Prism Livestudio, it's already built into the software and you don't need to worry about doing extensions or downloading maybe spyware because you don't know which links is good for you and so on. There's a million things that can go wrong, and I just recommend just sticking by the software that actually works. So let's dive into OBS Studio, because that's generally the only software that most streamers does make videos on. I'm gonna have Prism Livestudio open on the side so you guys could see a side-by-side comparison between OBS Studio and Prism Livestudio. So here is the two software. On this side you got, I think, yeah, it's your left side, you got OBS Studio. It's the latest version. So there, obviously, if you download directly from the link in the description below, you will be able to take the latest version of this software. And then on this side, on the left-hand side, is then Prism Livestudio. So this is basically the only two software I recommend that you have to look into if you want to start streaming, either for gaming or just do a general content creation or record anything basically. So this is just the two I recommend. You can see the difference is not as much as between the two software, but yet again, I do prefer the fact that you can multi-platform stream by adding multiple channels to stream, and you can stream all of this at the same time to wherever. Also, later in this video, I'm going to discuss also if you're a South African and you run from either LTE or you have to connect overseas to a different server and your streams aren't looking so great, what are your options to actually increase your overall quality for that stream? And if you're just a user that is closer to the Twitch servers, such as Europe and America, South America, Asia, etc., you're much closer to at the actual Twitch servers. I'll be also discussing some troubleshooting ideas that if you, for instance, do have a very unstable internet, how to actually have a good quality stream that is accommodating a very unstable network. So we will be taking everything through step by step. What I'm following now with this video is I'm going to show you how to set up a scene, a source, and that's just the basics, and to get you in the right direction. You can do exactly the same setup on Prism, and from Prism to OBS. It is, in this sense, this first part of the tutorial or from this webinar is essentially exactly the same, so you guys don't need to worry about, because it's two different softwares. Essentially, when it comes to your scenes and sources and transitions and microphone adjustments, this is basically exactly the same in both software. I just prefer Prism above OBS, but I mean, you can take my word for it. You can try it out yourself and play around and see how things are. Okay, so first of all, we're going to first set up your the actual stream platform to set up. Let's just get to the troubleshoot part first. With Prism Livestudio, where you go to settings and you go to output. As you can see, I got VBR on output. Max bitrate will be 4,700. Bitrate normal standardized bitrate will be 4,700 and max bitrate will be 6,000. The preset will be at maximum quality, profile high, B-frames 2, and psycho visualization tuning will be ticked. The reason why I'm doing VBR is because my internet some days fluctuate, and I want to have the minimum bitrate that it runs at 4,700 ish, and if it does fluctuate above that, it will go maximum to 6,000. So then my streams will always look decent, instead of having a very weird drop or stutter. So if you have a stable internet, CBR is then your next bet, your best option, and then I'll either do it between 4,700 to either 6,000. I prefer to do 4,700 because most viewers also have a very unstable internet, and this is a very good midway of having that. Again, preset will be a maximum quality and profile high. But the reason I like to put my thing in maximum quality with this specific bitrate is because I have an extremely high powered machine, and my PC is able to do single machine encoding. I don't need to worry about having multiple platforms. Excuse me. So I didn't need to worry about having to run a stream and a game on two different machines and so on. So I'm running everything from one machine on multiple screens. If you are running the same thing with a very powerful machine, such as any CPU above 12 gen and a GPU that does support the NVIDIA NVENC H.264 new encoder, that will be from anything above the RTX 2070 recommended graphics cards above 230 series. I have a 3080 Ti, so obviously I have a lot of headroom in that regard. So recommendation on that will be 6 GB GDR RAM, which is fast. I recommend anything above 6 GB of VRAM is suitable to actually game and stream from a single machine. And then for CPU, I would say recommend anything above 9th gen. An i5 from 9th gen would be more than very good as a recommendation. So you at least have stability and headroom to game and have a high quality stream. So if you're able to, obviously, if you have a weaker machine, don't stress. This settings, like we're going to show you and talk about now, will be applicable to you as well. All you have to do is just drop it down to midway to performance if you have a weaker machine, but keep your bitrate constant to 4700 kilobits and then drop it to performance. Performance is basically a very good midway for quality and performance, obviously. You will see some artifacts, affecting and pixelations on your stream, but then it will look alright, especially when you have your base canvas set to 1080p and your output canvas to also 1080p. For me, I'm putting it on max quality because my machine can handle it. So what am I talking about? Base canvas, so you get your visuals. Base canvas will be at 1080p because my screen is 1080p and I'm streaming the output to 1080p. Do not do downscaling or changes to your scaling. If your screen is 4K, stream at 4K. Because every time you down render or downscale your canvas, it adds unnecessary strain on your machine. Well, obviously, if you do 4K and your machine can run 4K, you don't need to worry about that. So obviously, don't be silly now. But if your machine is weak, don't go and do 4K and try to do output on 4K. It's not going to work. You're going to have quite a bit of struggling issues. So that is just a general overview of Prism Livestudio, the output. And then obviously to set up your channel or which platform you're going to stream, you're just going to add a channel here for multi-platform streaming like here and just input your information. But let's hop on over to OBS because OBS is the most general software for everybody. Also, another thing about which I like about Prism Livestudio, Prism Livestudio will allow me to stream at a higher frames per second at the base canvas, where OBS is locking me out on 60 frames. Okay, let's do quickly the setup on OBS. Settings, file settings. First one, you'd leave this for general as is standard. You will go then to stream. If you want to stream to Twitch, then you set it to Twitch, or there is some other functionalities, restream, Twitter, Facebook, and so on that you can, or you can do a custom stream. If you're doing a custom stream, that will be HTTP, or it will be website based to a specific server. So if you want to stream to your own website, this is where you do it, and then you just do your server portal information here. I'm going to touch on that just now in a second for South African streamers. If you are struggling with stability issues in that regard. So let's just quickly do a Twitch then. Let's go auto connect to Twitch, because if you're overseas, then you're going to fill in your information to Twitch and you're going to log in and then you're going to apply. If you don't have Twitch, we're going to use a stream key. Stream key you will most probably find, I just want to show you guys, in your Twitch panel. How to get there, you will go to your Twitch section channel, then you're going to go down to settings, you're going to go to channel and videos. Above, you're going to go to stream manager. Stream manager, you're going to scroll down to, just give me a second. Okay, okay, stream manager, analytics, content. settings. There we go. You're going to go to settings. You're going to go to stream. There is your primary stream key. You're going to copy it. You can first reset it and copy that thing. Do not show obviously, then everybody will get their hands on your stream. There, the key. Then you're going to go and delete this one and copy and paste the new key. Then you're going to click apply. Then your Twitch is basically set up to your channel. Your OBS is set up to your channel to go directly if you're situated in Europe or whatever, you're closer to the service. But let's say you are from South Africa and you want to have a actual decent connection without stuttering or drops and so on. So you're going to do a custom. Link will be in the description below. And we're going to look for a relay server. Relay server Twitch. There we go. I already Googled that one for you guys. And then you're going to go to this website called strmr.co.za. And then you're going to use one of these relay servers. Preferably, I do cool ideas. You're going to go copy and paste cool ideas. You're going to do it on a custom server. And then you're going to copy your Twitch key. So where do I find a Twitch key again? Like I mentioned in your stream manager section, stream, copy that specific key, and then it goes into that, and you just press apply, and then you set up my camera. I hate it when my camera does that. And when you press apply, and then your OBS is set to a relay server, then you will have maximum stability if you are streaming from Africa or South Africa to one of the overseas servers. Obviously, if you are sitting overseas, like in Europe, in North America, South America, Asia, or even Russia, you don't need to do a relay server. You don't need to do it. It's silly because it's a .co.za port. So obviously you don't need to connect to South Africa to do so. Okay, output. Let's touch on that quickly. All right. The first thing you're going to do is mark your output mode to advanced. We're going to move to advanced quickly. Then we're going to go to NVIDIA and we're going to do the H.264 encoder. That's the new one. Forget about this one. We do the H.264 encoder. Exactly the same encoder that we will be using on Prism Livestudio. You see? You see, H.264. It's the same one. We're going to use this one. All right. Then output scale, keep it as simple. Do not rescale it. Keep it as your base canvas. All right. So I already set CBR. Constant bitrate. You're going to keep it as is. You're going to go and your keyframe interval, you keep it as 0. You're going to do tuning to high quality and obviously preset to best quality. If you're running a beast of a machine. Now, obviously, if you run a moderate to okayest machine like a RX 550 and a 9 series or 8th gen CPU, I recommend on the P5 mode, which is slow for good quality, and that should be okay. Multipass mode, I'll be full resolution, and then it will be psycho visual tuning B-frames to press apply, and you're good as golden. Obviously, streaming settings, audio tracks, I'm not going to touch this. Especially, it's not necessary to go too deep into this and multi-tracking due to the fact that I'm going to recommend, in any case, not to use copyright music or general music. I have some cool links a little bit later that I'm going to provide you guys to get non-copyright free music that will not get you striked, and you can basically have a whole list of information that you can choose from to actually suit your theme, obviously, for your streams. Okay, audio, keep it as simple. Try to do the following as a habit when you set up. First of all, if there's audio problems with your software, both OBS or Prism, first check your sound settings on Windows. Aha, already see that there's a problem. So I do not like to use my THX. I like speakers from PreSonus from my audio box, which is my amplifier. So first I'm going to set that to as my default, and then make sure that my desktop audio on my stream will be also on my audio box. Then microphone, we'll touch on that. It has to be on the source that you are basically using. So if you are using a microphone from the audio box, like I'm doing an XLR microphone, you can set it to that. Currently I'm running filters through the NVIDIA broadcasting software, but we'll touch that a little bit later when I do the audio setup. Just bear with me. I'm using this as my source for my stream. Currently that's the one I'm choosing. If it's other live scenarios, it could be your digital one for USB, if you have a USB microphone, or one of the other microphones. Obviously I use a lot of microphones. Then the rest you just keep simple. You just apply and then go to video. Video should be output scaling exactly the same as your base canvas, and you can obviously preset this to 60 frames. Obviously OBS doesn't give you, like Prism Livestudio, more flexibility in that regard. Okay, hotkeys. Hotkeys is very cool. Hotkeys can be used to set up scenes. Switch to scenes. Sorry about that. Switch to scenes. I like to use my number pad on the side with numlock to switch to a scene. So if you see there, switch to scene, I'll use a assigned key to that specific scene. Then that will automatically, if I press the button on the numlock, it will switch the scene automatically on my screen. Like for instance, let's do, you see on Prism Livestudio, I press one of my scene switches and it moved to that particular scene. If I press the other one, it goes back. So obviously I control my scenes from my keyboard, so I don't need to minimize or alt tab to actually switch my scenes. So that's a very cool tip to actually do so and set up on either Prism Livestudio, exactly the same settings, and you will have hotkeys. They are already set up, and then you just can use it as is. Okay, so let's quickly show you the basic scenes and format so you don't get confused, and what are recommended. Let's start with that. Let's say the scenes. Set press button. First one, we're gonna create a blank one and delete that one. Then the next scene will be your intro. Okay, then we're gonna do our next scene will be just chatting scene. Okay, then we will have our gaming scene, which is a full screen. Then we'll have our be right back, and then the last one, our bye screen for our greet the bye, and then the final and most important one will be our camera scene. Righty. So that is the list of scenes that we're going to create, and I'm going to take you tutorial or step by step through this tutorial, how to set up the sources for each scene and how to actually make it look good. Because one, I assume you guys are doing it on a budget, and two, well, you want to look special, unique from all the other streamers. You don't want to go the short route, the most obvious, simple copy-paste route. So I'm going to show you how to actually make your things really special. Especially, look at my scene that I created here. This is very special and unique to me because I'm a Hunt Showdown player and it shows my logo and so on. It's moving. It's an interactive scene, like my intro. Yeah, and my be right back bye-bye scene, obviously. So, and you also have noticed there's music with each scene. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that, because obviously you want to have your things work for you automatically without having to click play, pause, so on, minimize, alt tab. You want to play a video game and just control everything from your keyboard if you don't have a Stream Deck. Now obviously I don't have a Stream Deck to do so, so I'm using my keyboard to do so. So let's take you through first to our intro. Now our intros is the most important one for our VODs. Not really so much for our streams, but for VODs. VODs is very important. So also, okay, before I actually do touch on that, let's just quickly touch on our Twitch stream section. So again, go to your Twitch, like I mentioned before, to go to your channel first. you go to settings. I'm rehashing this stuff. I'm going to channel and videos. Then you go to your stream from underneath the settings tab. Then you scroll down. You can, if you do mature content, please tick that. Please also keep this as simple as possible. Copyright audio warnings, if you do so, if your VODs, please keep that on. Your disconnect protection, switch that on, and then enable clips so people can view past streams as well. That one I keep is for any followers, subscriptions only, for allowed to check your clips out, and then also publish VODs. So tick that one. It's very important for your stream so people can actually view your stream when you're not online. I like to do that, and I've seen so much of growth of my channel because of the VODs. So please do so. To keep that on. But if you are a very edgy screamer, whatever, a rude person that does really sensitive content, so please don't do the VODs and clips, then just switch it off here. Okay, alrighty. So so the intro is quite important for the VODs because people like to watch a show. Let's think of it as a YouTube video that you are viewing on your own time after the stream is concluded. So how do you create a very special intro? That is, let's hop onto it. I'll have a link in the description below. But we're gonna create quickly a Canva. What's its name? Design for you guys to view. Okay, what's happening here? I don't want. This looks new. Why? Okay, we're gonna create the design. We're gonna quickly I have no idea what's happening now. Why is my canvas shit? Why can't I see my stuff? Wait, that's the pricing part. We'll just go to Canva, quickly to the website, actual Canva. There we go. Okay, so I will create quickly a video for you guys, an intro. So it has to be into MP4, obviously base canvas on 1080p. And then let's say there's quite a lot of things you can choose from your recent views and so on. But I have made myself MP4 and I uploaded things to my background, and I have this wallpaper, this really stunning video wallpaper. Then this will be playing as I create whatever I want here. Now, quickly gonna drag in a text and say, howdy partners, stream starting. Or welcome to the stream, or to the show, whatever you want to put here. As you see, there's the Hunt Showdown logo, but and because it flickers like that, so let's add some effects. Let's add that as effect, so that will play the entire time. And then let's look for my logo, my actual logo, my Hunt Showdown logo. I have it somewhere here, the Whiskey Ranch logo. Here we go, Whiskey Ranch logo that I created, and then put the logo there, and howdy partners, and there we go. It kind of looks groovy. You can add some smoke elements. Let's some smoke. Or maybe some videos. Let's some smoke. Right, and then layer that on top of it. Okay, and then change the opacity. So you can have that. So this video will play over and over and over again. You can see it's more a little bit interactive and so on. And then you just do a download to MP4, you run that through, you save it wherever you want to. Okay, so now you got your MP4 downloaded. Now what do you do then for your intro? First, you're gonna go and say media source, and then you say intro MP4, just to actually organize your brain. You're gonna press that restart when playback mode becomes active and loop it. Then next one is going to go where you saved your video. As you can see, I got stream overlays here, stream starting, and then I have this overlay already here, and then bang, there it is. That's the start of my stream. It will, but where's the music? Why is it not looking like the one I showed you on my Prism Livestudio? Okay, now the next bit is quite cool. So I use websites such as TuneTank. I'll have links in the description and recommendation to download music and so on. These are copyright free music. It doesn't have any, it will not strike at all. So I hope I don't blast our ears out. Yeah, so it sounds cool, right? Then you just click download and you get it. You get the music. I mean, and you can subscribe obviously to this channel and get the music for free. Right, so after you download again, go to media source. You're going to go and say MP3 intro music. Loop that one and then go to your where you saved your music. And obviously I got a very long custom song that I put for my intro. It's 10 minutes, so it's basically DJ'd a little bit and snipped and so on, so it sounds great. And then that will then start playing when the scene is active. As you can see, the MP3 intro is already playing. But why aren't we hearing it? That's not good. Okay, so how to fix that? First of all, you're gonna go and click on your settings. The same is applicable here. So you're just gonna do settings. You see exactly the same. I mean, the two is identical essentially. All right, but we're on OBS. So then you're looking for your MP3, and then you're going to click to monitor output and mute output. Sorry, monitor only. Bring that down because you don't want to blast out people's ears when you do this. And now you will see the desktop audio is playing and the song is playing. And the reason why you want to do mute output is because you don't want to lay two channels on top of each other and create an echo. So mute the output so that your desktop listens to it and you can hear it in your headsets too. Jam tool. To your nice Whiskey Ranch music. Yeah. All right, so let's just quickly mute that. So you see that I muted there. Alrighty, then let's go to adjust chatting scene. Oh, that's something before. Also transitions. Let's quickly touch on scene transitions. This is also very cool. So season transitions will allow you to, like you see here, I'm cutting to two scenes. It just becomes black. So let's do a fade. You see it, then it becomes softer. And if you Luna why? So it's a really cool thing to create. Now, if you want to do a stinger, now a stinger is like a 1 or 2 second MP4. Now stinger, you'll just have to add manually by clicking on that, and then stinger, and then you're going to go and get your stinger video, obviously wherever you saved it. Now it has to be 2 to 3 seconds. I'm going to show you on what I mean by what a stinger is, because I already set it up on my Prism Livestudio. So here we go. And that's a stinger, as you guys could see. It's just that pre-screen before you get the screen. It kind of looks cool, doesn't it? Ta-da! Cool, right? So that's a stinger. And stingers you can also create where in Canva as a short MP3. So I look at this. There's the stinger. Um, I created this. It's a little bit smoke and so on. So you can create your own stuff in Canva. I recommend that you guys do use Canva because it's cheap and it's such a useful graphic designing tool. You can do such unique things here. And like I said, I created my own little theme skins here. Okay, so let's go to just chatting. Okay, we're going to go and add our browser source, which is a media. And we're going to look for our media. We're going to add a video quickly because I created this already for you guys, stream overlays. Starting, oh, right, I don't have the, yes, I do, webcam here. There we go. All right, and we're going to create a loop. So continuously play, right? But it doesn't exactly look like this. Why is the second one doesn't look like this? So how do I get what you're seeing right now on the OBS? That's very easy. That's very easy actually. So we're gonna go to a website called give me a second. Links again in the description. Stream elements. .co.za. Oh, sorry, .com. Sorry about that. .com. Streamelements.com. Then we can go to dashboard. Obviously, you have to sign in with your Twitch. Stream Elements is a very cool tool that it shows you followers and so on. But if you want to do a custom design, this is where you go. All right, so we're going to go to Stream Tools. You're going to go to Overlays. Now, I can get an overlay gallery with all the canvas or whatever I want to use from a selection that is already set here. Some of them are animated, some has already sounds incorporated for follows, etc. Now for mine, I already have mine made up, so you could see the scene does kind of look familiar, doesn't it? So then I go to edit. And there it is. I kind of removed most of the backgrounds and I made this whole thing transparent. Okay, but now how do I get that to layer over my OBS thing that I created? First of all, I disabled my alert box, so make sure you disable that. You can enable your chat and your socials and the video in the background, so make sure because you can arm them, but I disabled it. So only the little bit of things I enabled. And then lastly, you're going to go copy overlay. It's right there on top. Okay. Now we're going to create a URL layer or a browser layer on top of this one. So you're going to go to plus, sorry, just chatting, plus browser. And we're going to call this stream elements layer. Okay, then we're gonna paste that in, that link that I copied from earlier, 920 by 1080. Always use the same canvas. Refresh browser when it comes online. Okay, and it should show. There we go. There it is. As you guys could see, now this looks kind of familiar. When people do chat, I'm gonna give you guys just an example. So I'm going to chat quickly in my Twitch chat test. You will see it will pop up on the one screen on the side. You saw the chat already pops up, so that's quite easy for you guys to view and for your stream and so on. They can be interactive. Okay, but why is my camera not here? So let's set up the camera. So that's why we have the camera scene. All right, before I do continue with this, guys, if you have a webcam, it's okay. You can use your webcam from USB. If you don't have a webcam, but you still want to do camera, but you don't have money to do it, you have the most beautiful, amazing camera in your hands if you own a cell phone, and it's actually a cell phone. So what I'm going to show you guys now is how to set up a cell phone to be used as a webcam. You heard me right. You can use a cell phone to become a webcam. This is applicable to Apple and Android and obviously Samsung phones. Samsung is kind of Android, but they are on the weird special planet, if you know what I'm saying. And if you are like me, that has an old DSLR camera lying around, there is that option too, to use your DSLR camera as your webcam. I use my DSLR camera by I bought an auxiliary power brick that's plugged into my camera's battery section that gives the battery the camera battery power without having to recharge battery, so the camera doesn't randomly switch off when the battery is dead. Then I run the camera through a HDMI cable directly into a capture card, and the capture card directly into my computer. You can buy these little capture cards on Amazon, on AliExpress, but if in South Africa, take a lot. So these look like USB, spelling, USB capture card. There they are, exactly. Like, they are so dirt cheap, like $170, ridiculously. If you want to have a little bit more freedom, I recommend that you do a capture card with a pass-through. But this for cameras is the best. And if you want to do console streaming on your PC, then get a capture card with a pass-through. So that means a HDMI on one side and an HDMI on the outside. So input, output. So then you can capture then footage from your console. So yes, but I use these little sticks as for my camera actually. And then alrighty. First of all, I'm gonna show you now to use your cell phone. So the camera is on Prism Livestudio, the live that you can see now. So first of all, you're gonna download a software called Irium. Link in the description below. You're gonna download it for your computer, and you're gonna download it for your phone. It's an app on your phone called Irium, and you have to open up Irium on your phone. So here it is. It's open, and then you're gonna open Irium on your PC. Make sure your phone is connected to Wi-Fi and your computer is connected to either LAN or Wi-Fi on the same network. So the phone is connected to you on. Oops, I just want to click that. Accidentally touched the screen. So there we are. That's me. All right, so as you guys could see, there is a green screen behind me, and it's kind of a little jank. So I'm showing you guys a little bit how it looks like. So you don't need an expensive green screen or wall painter to do so. So you can jank the shit out of it by just hanging a cloth. I'll show you guys also how to get a green screen effect from just a green cloth like this hanging, even if it's not the right green color. So yeah. So you can use, as you could see, a cell phone as a webcam. So let's just pretend for a little bit that this is our camera. So I'm going to place my phone right here, and I'm going to minimize the program, and we're going to create now our camera scene. So first, we're going to create I have to look for it. I feel so stupid right now. Video capture device. There we go. Video capture device, and we're going to call this Irium capture. Right. And then we're not going to click the USB device because obviously my USB capture device is capturing my camera already. So we're going to use Irium. There we go. As you could see, Irium is live and it's using the feed from Irium to green screen. All right, keep everything as normal. Wow, wow, wow. My cat is weird. All right, so okay, to do this, what I'm doing right now, you're gonna press Alt and then cut the green to make it smaller. That's it. Okay, now we're gonna blow this up a little bit. That cat is so vocal. Then you have your green screen obviously facing behind you. I'm also gonna show you guys, if you don't have a green screen, how to get the green screen effect in anyways, but obviously do recommend that you do something similar to this. Okay, so now you got your camera set up, and then you're gonna add a filter. We need to add filters to our camera. So first of all, right click to Irium. And then we're gonna go down to our little bottom section. Oh look, I got a friend. And we're gonna go first do a color correction. First, always color correction. Don't touch it yet. And then you're gonna do a chroma key. Chroma key. Oh, it automatically does the green screen effect for me. How wonderful. That cat is weird. Okay, so as you guys could see, I don't need to do much. But let's say the green is a bit, the color is a bit wrong. So first of all, we're going to saturate the screen a little bit, my colors. So it's, you can see I'm very red at the moment, but there was I just want to show you the difference. There at the back, there's some infringement. So we want to make that vanish totally. Okay, don't vanish, don't worry about the redness. We're going to show you how to get rid of the redness. Thank you, camera, for failing on me. Here we go. Then we're gonna close this. Now we got our green screen in the background is vanished kinda. And then the next thing would be then to go to our camera scene right here at the corner. We're going to right click on it. We're going to apply a filter. Then we're going to go and do another color correction. Guess what? We're going to reduce the saturation. Look, no infringement in the back, but our saturation is as normal. Now we set up our scene, our camera scene. So it's now ready to go. All right, it's pre-rendered, is ready to go. I'll just bring my microphone closer so you guys can talk. Hear me talk. So let's go back to just chatting. Then we're going to apply our scene. So we're going to press plus scene. And guess what? The camera is already preloaded. Adding existing. Okay. Ah, there we are. That is us. There we are. Our camera. What do you know? It's great. It's groovy. And now you can shape it and change the position by using your Alt key, holding down Alt and dragging the corners in. Now people can see you like you are here on very good quality with your camera and so on. So this is now the first style of getting a green screen effect. The second style is downloading software called NVIDIA Broadcasting Tool. Now, NVIDIA Broadcasting Tool is nifty because it's how would I say? It's a tool that is only based for RTX cards. First of all, let's get that straight. It's only for RTX cards. So we're going to set up a camera for a green screen here. First, we're going to do Irium again. And running in the background, we're going to run Irium. I just want to change my camera settings quickly so this thing doesn't get confused. We're going to go use NVIDIA Broadcaster. Okay. So you have to use your camera settings here as NVIDIA Broadcaster device so it's linked up. Okay, so I'm blown up out of proportion again, so we'll just fix that quickly. Alrighty. So there's that. Now we're going to go to your NVIDIA camera settings. You're going to go select Irium, obviously, because you want your phone camera to be selected. And now you can change the frames per second and even the resolution on your camera. So let's say my camera is able to support 4K. Okay, currently it doesn't allow me to do 4K. So let's try 60 frames. Deactivate. Activate. Ah, it does. Okay, so it does 4K 60. Great. So, wow, I got a lot of hair. I'm a hairy man. But you can see that there is a significant change in color as well. But obviously, we've made the chroma key, etc. Keep this is exactly the same chroma key, color correction. You see, I'm very red now. So, and you keep just the same filter on camera and just reduce the color correction, and it should be fine. As you can see, the colors are almost identical to in each another. Then you're going to go and here and choose zoom. You're going to reduce the zoom to almost to that. So you have to click on this section and reduce the zoom to 0 or untick if it says auto. So please remember that. You don't want your camera to zoom in and out, in and out, in and out. You want to have it zoomed out completely to get the most out of your lens. Then go to background removal. You can do a blur the background. As you can see, it's not too bad. Obviously, the chroma key will fade that out, which is not too bad. Background replacement, you can do that. And you can even do a custom image behind to showcase something on stream, as you can see right here. You can do auto frame, so when I move, the camera moves. So it moves with you. And I have no idea what this is actually, but doesn't look too bad actually. Oh right, Vignette face tracking. So I don't know, I'm not particularly sure what this is, but there's a lot of cool features in the NVIDIA broadcasting tool. Now, why you ask me why aren't I using the NVIDIA broadcasting tool as my day-to-day driver, and why I'm still stuck with a green screen? Because this is, first of all, NVIDIA broadcasting tool is free, and a green screen is kind of, you have to pay for a green screen to get it. Now, first of all, I don't like NVIDIA broadcasting tool just for the camera section, because it takes a fuck ton of your resources of your stream away. So your game will be second. Your NVIDIA broadcasting will take first resources, then it will take resources for your stream, and then for your game, and then that might have some performance issues. So I wouldn't recommend for the camera, exclusively for the camera, to do a green screen effect unless you have some beast of a computer like I do, or any 2080 series above graphics card to do this. And it's unfortunately just NVIDIA applicable, the NVIDIA broadcasting tool. But I will definitely use the NVIDIA broadcasting tool to add microphone effects to my stream. So let's dive into the microphone settings to our stream. This will be applicable also to Prism Livestudio. So follow just the same steps to Prism Livestudio and you'll be all right. So first of all, I got my XLR microphone source set to the PreSonus preamp. And then noise removal, I'll put that on. I'll leave it in the middle. Echo removal, put it in the middle, and that's it. You can increase it if you have a very loud room, like a kid running around, or a TV, whatever, or a very annoying fucking wife. You can use this effect to strengthen that effect. Okay, so then how do we apply it to our current microphone or to our stream? And then we're going to go to the this section. You're going to go to advanced audio properties. You go to properties, beg your pardon, and you're going to say device to the NVIDIA broadcasting tool. Now this is such a great difference between OBS and then also to a Prism Livestudio. I like this the most from Prism Livestudio. The fact that you have this button right here, turn off the RN noise. So as you can hear, the microphone already made some changes. I just clicked one button and it just sounds different. Now it sounds, again, quality goes up. So unfortunately, OBS doesn't have that function. Okay, now for filters. We're going to add filters to our microphone. The same thing here applies for here, filters. Okay, we're going to add 2 filters. First of all, we're going to add a plugin which I like. It's called Marvel GEQ. Link in the description below. Download that, install it, and it will automatically apply to this. Right, next one, we'll then open the plugin interface, preset, ultra boost, active, and then that should preset your microphone to sound very moist. Okay, then just minimize that. Next one will be then noise suppression. Keep it as normal. See, it does have the function RN and noise good quality, but you have to apply it separately. So that's why I like Prism Livestudio. It's already built into the software. So essentially it's the same. But yet again, it boils down to preference. So now essentially these two software will sound exactly the same. Well, hopefully it will sound exactly the same. I just prefer Prism Livestudio than OBS. Gaming. Let's say you want to create a gaming with game capture. You will say game capture and we'll capture a full screen application. Okay, you can do a specific window and you can choose a application that you want to use as a specific screen. For example, Spotify. Okay, let's do Prism Livestudio. Okay, didn't work. Opera? No. This is embarrassing. Let's just keep it and capture any full screen application. So when you open up a video game, this screen will pop up and your game will automatically be here on your stream on a second screen, and yeah, it will capture whatever is going full screen. Right, then you want to add your camera again. So you're going to video capture, no sorry, you're going to scene and you're going to capture your camera and just drag it down to in the corner so people will see like I have done it in the corner, and then your gameplay and so on will be here. Okay, now the last bit of interesting tools. The same goes for Bitrate back as well. I mean, you just add your MP4 media source like I mentioned earlier. Like I say, well, that's now an ending scene. And if you want to play music while you say bye-bye, you add a media scene. So again, media source, and then add a MP3. Okay, now you don't hear the music. Da, da. Quiet, no music. No music. Quiet, no music. Just chatting. Let's say bye. And it just, this is basically how I would set up my streams to automate, and that's why I use the number pad on the side to press so you don't alt tab so as much, and have your Discord at least one screen and your chat open on the screen. Okay, then let's go and get alerts and notifications, how we integrate and customize alerts and notifications on your stream. First of all, I highly recommend actually if you ever want to have a real-time feed of everything and it's not delayed, like I mentioned before, have your Twitch feed open like so, dashboard manager, because your stream manager, you have your feed and it's real time. People can see, well, you can see what's happening in real time, and then you can obviously edit your stream. I'd rather have it done here than anywhere else. So please, I know it's a bit of a schlep. Some days you can add some add-on mode and so on. You can edit right here in OBS. You can do it with Streamlabs. OBS you can edit, and with Stream Elements OBS you can edit right there in the software itself. But obviously for if you are working on a very slow machine and on a budget and so on, stick by OBS Studio and have your second screen run your Twitch dashboard. Okay, and then that will be on the side. Then let's go and get your alerts and notifications, because remember we're using our Stream Elements, which is free, for our overlay. Now let's do quickly for the alerts. How do I get alerts? Well, we're going to go to Streamlabs, and we're going to go to our dashboard. You have to sign in with Twitch. Okay, and then you go alert box, alerts, and now here's the cool thing that I'm going to show you guys. If you don't like your themes of your current, because you don't like your theme at all for your stream, for your pop-ups or whatever, because it kind of comes standardized, yeah, and you want to customize that specific theme, you go to whichever you want to customize. So I want, let's say, check our followers. First of all, you upload a small MP3 or a GIF. Okay, so I already uploaded my glitch alert effect, and then I have a custom audio. I call it wee wah wah wah. This is the it's the good, bad, and ugly. You can actually customize your actual sound as well. So, for example, you can say emotional damage. No, if you can grab that sound from somewhere, I don't really want to show you, but you can download sounds like that from YouTube. Just don't quote me on that, fuck. But there's a website called Artless. Yes, Artless. Links will be in the description, and you can have your sound effects right here that you can grab it from the website. So there, let's look at Quickly Gaming. That is 3 seconds. You can download. Sounds like this, and then incorporate it to your alert sounds. Yeah, when somebody subscribes or follow, in my case, and when you have a subscription and donation. I'm quickly going to show you guys how mine looks like when I'm doing a test, and this is the result when you do customize your notifications. So let's do quickly a follow test the follow. So you guys see, that's what I have created, and believe it or not, I created in Canva. So yet again, Canva is like the most useful tool for a streamer that's working on budget. You don't need to pay people subscriptions to create these things. So yeah, so that's how you set up this. Okay, fine. Let's say you got people donating and oh shit, I fucked up. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, I haven't select something. Okay, right. I'm a naughty man. So if you want to have people donate and resubbing, and actually the subs, let's go to the subs. People subbing, resubbing, and you have a bunch of different channels or platforms that you want to activate when the subs does happen. So first of all, you're going to click on variations, and we're going to add variations here. So how you do that is, first of all, okay, I removed these three, so they are disabled. So add a variation with default current settings. So I obviously have created the sound and the glitch effect. So I'm going to use a variation with the current settings, which is the glitch effect and the final. And then obviously make my condition, set it to yeah, when anyone gives a sub, we can do that. Upgrade from prime sub. Okay, we can do that. Text notification, we can say let it bounce in and then apply. And then let's say when somebody upgraded, let's test that and check. I love that. Oh, it's so silly. Okay, so I just closed the other screen, so yeah, there we go. Just oops. Camera source. Let's just delete that. Okay, so now you guys seen what I've done to create a customize effects for your stream. Now, how to get this to go on your stream? First of all, you scroll up, you go to alert boxes, and you say your widget URL. You're going to copy that. So here, so copy that, and then on your box right here, you're going to apply your browser source. We're going to say alerts. Okay, then paste that key in 1920. We'll keep it as the basic canvas, and then here's the thing: refresh when browser comes live. Okay, so now when you do a test like I did earlier, this will pop up in the middle of the screen and your stream will see this effect go as you obviously custom made it. Now obviously I showed you a very cool detail because not a lot of Twitch master classes show you that cool detail to customize your things as you really like it to. Now, which is cool about Streamlabs too as well, you can add widgets to your stream, like for instance follower goals, live counters, like you can add that. How it works is exactly the same as you would from Twitch. Okay, I just want to check something. Did I just selected the right one? Okay, it doesn't really matter though. So you just add a browser source, anything that URL based. This is the live counter. Just add that URL based. Add that key, then 192, and then 1080p. So that's a URL based, and then you got a live counter for YouTube right there in the corner. So when you have like 100 people viewing, the viewers can see on stream that there's 100 people viewing. So you can add a bunch of cool URLs. Alert all widgets. So your widgets here, you can have people. You can play tic-tac-toe with your friends. Your chat can actually play it with you. You can have a tip ticker edit credits on for Trovo, YouTube and Twitch. You get another chat box if you really want to. You can sub goal, add it to your screen. Like there's a ton of widgets you can add, which is URL based, and you exactly do apply it just by a plus and say browser source, and then just add it to your stream. Okay, then let's say you want to make your stream a little bit more interactive. There's a thing called Capamon. Capamon. Here we go. Capamon. Sorry. Link again in the description. You link your Twitch or sign in with Twitch. And then you will have a bunch of free Capamons right here for you. I already have a collection of 3 Capamons. So again, we're going to go to profile this side. We're going to grab a Twitch streamer for URL. You're going to click that and you're going to copy this key right, and you're going to add this directly to your stream URL. So here we are, browser, Capamon. Again, add that 920, by 1080, and then you should see my Capamon pop up. There we go. My Capamon is there. Cool. Let's say you want to interact with your stream by giving shoutouts. Shoutouts is a cool feature for any stream to engage with your friends, your followers, and your fans to get some kind of, you know, thank you for being part of the Whiskey Ranch or whatever stream you are hosting. So let's quickly give you guys some tips on the shoutout. So we're going to go Twitch Guru. Link again in the description below. Go to Twitch Guru, and then here it is. You can use the free tools, which is the shoutout player, which is free. You add your username, and you say off, duration, max duration, let's say 5 seconds, and then there's a clipboard to copy the link, and then go here and browser source. So you're going to shout out. And then you're going to paste that URL 920 by 1080 and refresh when browser comes alive. Okay, so that's it. And then when somebody gives you a shout out, so how to activate shout out, just quickly want to show you guys. Activate shout out says exclamation mark and the user's name. Tell the Zod, it's a friend of mine, very good streamer. Then it should pop up. Don't know, it should go. Don't know why it's not going exactly. Let's try that again. Maybe I pressed the wrong person. Maybe let's say 10 seconds. Okay. Next, copy that to clipboard. Let's just see if I can fix it quickly. Bam. Let's make it smaller here in the corner when that does pop up. Also, media source. It should show that is a browser. Okay, why can't I? All right, let's shout out. That's why I couldn't hear it. Monitor output, obviously, and then go for it. Shout SO. P Kyrim. That's another streamer, a friend of mine. Let's see if it pops up.
Peter, right?
There we go! Yay!
My raid work.
Oh, definitely gonna
No,
use
you
this
did.
game,
You
boys.
rated. Aaron rated for party.
Did you
It's
record that?
there with Eric's
It's
there.
on live stream, bro.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, so you saw both sides the thing popped up.
Aaron, please send, do a clip, bro. Do a clip and send that clip. I have to watch
Okay,
that
so as you guys can see, that's how you do shout outs to your mates and so on. Now you obviously can do emote walls. So you see here is free tools like fart commands. That's actually interesting. Let's see what this is all about. No. let's go for it. I'm gonna add it to quickly to my sources here. Web. It's exactly the same. Fart command. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is gonna be interesting. I have questions. I have live questions right now. Let's close that. All right. So it's fart. What happens? Is it it? Did I do it right? It says, yeah, fart. Okay. Oh, right. I need to see audio. Yet again, I didn't hear it. Maybe you guys heard it. Mute only output. There we go. So remember when you do an audio based thing, just there we go. Ha. Okay, and then let's do the final step. Then is you saw now the customization. This is very cool and all. You can add a million of cool things to integrate into your stream. But this last little section is now to make your stream look pretty, or at least your channel look pretty. So let's go to my stream. We go to the about section, and as you can see, I got a million of things right here. But it has to look neat and tidy. Now I created this in Canva. Yet again, it's called a banner. So, or panels. So let's go to Canva. And you can go and say create banners for Twitch. And yes, a bunch of them like here. I've created a few banners for my friends. I did mine from scratch, but if you don't want to do stuff from scratch, this is little banners you can create. Now let's go back here. So you say edit panels, and then you add the image. Obviously you have to download into a format that is, I think it's PNG. Yeah, it's PNG. I think my camera just wonked out. Okay, so it has to be in PNG format. You add your panel right here, and a description. You can add links to it. For instance, if you click on the panel, it goes straight to your website. I'll show you guys now how that works. And then you can do custom extensions. This you can also add here. Just to show you guys how to do that. So you see extension panel or a normal text panel. So that is to actually make this look pretty. Guys, do effort here. Really, don't skimp on this. Give information what system you're running. Like for instance, I got a stream command and capamon command thing. Let's say also here, who's that Pokemon? And then I got another one called interesting. Let's do interesting things. I think I spelled it wrong. Interesting. There we go. Fart. So my viewers know exactly what are the commands to basically use in stream, or my chat to activate stuff. Okay. So please make it very intuitive for your viewers to actually to get in touch with your stream and so on. And then the last one as well, if you want to monetize, make sure you do link your things here, your social medias. And also create from Canva a short 1-minute clip. It has to be exactly a 1-minute clip that describes your channel. This is my video.
Howdy, partner. My name is Whiskey, and welcome to the
It's
Whiskey
just
Ranch.
1
So
minute.
glad to have you here.
So when people come to you. Exactly. So people know exactly who you are. So yeah, this is just make time to do that. Okay, to customize your channel. Then monetization to actually earn a little bit more money on the side. You can go stream loots. Stream loots is really cool. So when somebody go to my stream loots and they buy packets of cards, right? They subscribe or they buy packets of cards. Then the packet will give them one of these cards, and they actually can play one of these cards, and it will pop up on my stream, and this will then force me to interact a certain way, like kill a team player, wrong callouts for 2 minutes, don't move for 30 seconds. And I customize my cards exactly to suit to Hunt Showdown kind of thing. So do effort here as well. If you don't want to do effort, there are card packs that is already just close, shut up, that you already can choose from. So you can make up your own, you can create your own collection from Streamloot's originals, or you can create your own collection. Streamloot is pre-assigned packets like Sins of the Forest, or you know, FIFA, Multiverse, Valorant. Ach, there's a bunch of games. Video Horror Society. So whatever you like to play, you can preset these cards, and then the chat can then challenge you to do certain things, and you can actually earn money because you get a kickback from each time somebody purchases a card. And make sure you do paste the URL from your cards to your stream. Okay, so how you do that is to go to your to emotes. You click on that. You click copy URL and your reactions. Also, copy that, and then you just add a browser source to each and every one. Make sure to also go to your audio and monitor only mute output, so then you can hear when this thing goes live, and obviously your viewers can interact at the same time. So that is to actually make your streams look pretty. I hope this video tutorial of software and make your stream is intuitive. And then let's talk about the last little bit of the stream, and this is hardware. From this masterclass is hardware. Hardware. Let's talk about microphones. Microphones like this one on your headset is more than good enough to use, because the audio filters that I showed you guys to apply on both software is applicable and will make your audio automatically better. Also, cameras, like I showed you, you got a cell phone, USB, or an old DSLR camera that is suitable for that. Machinery like a PC, I've mentioned anything that's above an 8 series CPU and has more than 6 gigs of VRAM is more than okay to play. Also RAM like 16 gigs. I like to have 16 gigs of 3200 megahertz DDR4 is a recommendation. And obviously if you are anything that is 3200, above 3200 DDR4 is perfect for any circumstances for streaming and gaming at the same time. And then also, if you have the option to have a second screen, that will be awesome as well. Really, guys, I hope that you like this video. If you do, hit me up in the comment section below. Feel free to come and view me on Twitch. I would love you guys to come and check me out on Twitch. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. I love you all. Adios, amigos.